Hi everyone. Hey Mobang. How you doing? Happy Friday to you too. Yeah, I hadn't turned the sound on yet. Um I was getting ready to and I hit the camera and then Mark came back in and said, "Wait a minute." He had to get something. So I was waiting for him to go back out until I turned the mic on. Oh goodness. You never know what's going to go on the last minute. And I had a lot of stuff to do today, so I was rushing around and I had to go to Tractor Supply and stop and get pizza because I didn't even have time to make dinner. And I'm like rushing every which way. And so I get home and I'm trying to get everything done. And Mark is like, "Why are you rushing? You've got like 30 minutes still yet." I'm like, "Because it never fails. Something glitches right when it's time to go live. And so I wanted the extra time to try to work those glitches out before actually going live." And then he has to come back in here for something. He's at the door saying, "Wait a minute." So yeah. So that's what happened. I'd already pushed the camera to go live and I was getting ready to push the mic to unmute it when he said, "Wait a minute." Amethyst Hayes Adventure in the house. Hello, Amy. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So it's been an interesting day today. Um, oh, went out and one of our goats was having a baby. And I'm like, "Wait a minute." She didn't even look like she should have been the first one to have them. She was the smallest looking of them, but she had a little boy. He's really cute. They're all safe and sound and tucked in for the night. But I had to sit out there for quite some time to see if she was going to have any more, which shockingly, well, not too shockingly because she wasn't very big, but she only had a singleton and a little boy. I'm hoping that's not an indicator of having a bunch of boys again this year. Hey, Ed, Crazy Ed's Homestead. Yes, it has been a long time. And so, but I'm trying to get back into it, trying to get back into the routine of Friday nights at 10, but Eastern Standard Time. But anyways, last year we got hit with a bunch of little boy goats too, and we only had one girl. But the year before that, it was just the opposite. We had all girls and one boy. And so this one is the first one born yet this year, and it's a little boy. He's really cute though, and he's doing real good, and she's doing real good taking care of him. But I had to sit out there and watch just to make sure, because this is the second time she's ever had babies. So, um, just wanted to make sure everything was going to go okay, and so I sat out there for the longest time, and she didn't have any more, and so then it was like, okay, now we got to get them all situated because I really did not expect her to have babies yet. I thought that she took later on because she was nowhere near um, as chubby as the rest of them are. But yeah, he's really cute. I did get pictures of her cleaning him up and stuff. Well, not pictures, video, just a short little clip, so that y'all can see. He's so tiny though. He's so tiny, but doing good. So then I had to rush in. We are trying to get some more of the land fence, but we want it. Well, we want the regular fencing, the good stuff, but the good stuff costs a lot of money, and our stores around here haven't been getting it in very often. And it seems like every time I call them, they say, "Yes, it's in." Then I get down there and somebody had just bought it every time. And so, yeah. So we're having to go with a different route. And so we've got the little posts that we used last year. Um, they're just the little white step-in posts. And we're going to put that all around as much as we can because the kudzu is taking over everything here. And we really need the goats and the cows on top of that so that they can take care of that for us. And, our pond, it goes up the hill, and once the kudzu starts growing, you can't even get up to the pond, so you can't even go fishing in there if the kudzu is growing because it just takes over and it's so thick, vines everywhere, you just can't get through it, and you cannot cut it with a weed eater. So that's that. I would like to go fishing in the pond, so need them goats working on it. Mobang says, YouTube is being weird. I super chat you and it didn't show up. It didn't show up here either. That's weird. But you super chatted me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You don't have to do it, but I appreciate it. Illinois Canirum in the house. Hey there, Jason. I wore your shirt today when I was out and about. I haven't done a T-shirt Tuesday on it yet. I still need to do that. But, life is crazy around here. Oh, new shirt. See if I can show you. That's our new shirt. I'm not really all that fond of Teespring. I've never used them before, and I decided to because I tried and tried to make them on my silhouette, and I just kept failing at it. It was a disaster. So finally I just said, forget this. I've wasted too much time trying to get this right. And so I went to Teespring. Hey, Nate, Land Cloud Adventures in the house. And so I said, forget this. So I just went to Teespring and I put them on there. And so I ordered some to see how they would be because, again, never done Teespring. And they seemed like this is so much higher. But I tried to fix it. I tried to bring it up higher and it just wouldn't. Journey along with Shannon in the house. Kim just got in bed. Well, but tuning in for a few minutes. Well, welcome in, Shannon. Oh, yeah, it's 10 o'clock here, so I think it's 9 o'clock where you are. I'm not for sure, which means you've already been up for a while. Past your bedtime. Let's see. Crazy at Home said, Kim, it was such an honor to meet you last year. It was an honor to meet you too, and I'm hoping to get to see you this year. We have everything worked out so far to be able to go. And so as long as nothing goes wrong from then until now, then we will be there. We've had our room booked for a while now. And I think like the day after Jason said that they had it all set up and which hotels and stuff, it was like the next day, and I got that booked, and then I had to work from there. Okay, who's going to take care of the animals while we're gone? Who's going to take care of my mom and our son while we're gone, and all this stuff. So got it all worked out. So I'm very, very, very excited about getting to go to the meetup and hang out with everybody. Oh, it was such a blast last year, making new friends. You really do walk away feeling like, you watch these channels, but now you feel very connected to them, like you have just made a lifetime friend. And it's just a lot of fun. And last year we didn't get to hang out with as many people as long as we would have liked to. So, and part of that was because we brought our son with us. And so this year he will be staying with his cousin. And so, so that should help out a lot, to where, because like Mark would have to go up to the room with him, and they would have to go to bed and stuff. And so And then, you know, kids, they tend to act up when they're not at home or when mommy and daddy is talking to somebody. $10 super chat from Mo Bang for your bucks. Thank you, Tim. It just now showed up. Yay, it went through now. Let's see. Let me back up here because I missed some while I was talking. But anyways, if you'd like one of our shirts, they are on at Teespring. There are links to it in our last couple of videos, and if you go to our channel at the little top part, right in the bottom right hand corner, it says t-shirts here, and you can click on that and it should take you right to our Teespring place. We do have some coffee cups on there also. And I will be doing more designs on there. I was trying to work on some last night and I accidentally deleted some. So I'll have to fix those. But anyhow, enough about that. Okay, Illinois Canarum. Jason says, I do 4-finger from neck to image on shirts. Well, yeah, me too. And see how much difference there is there? I mean, that's quite a bit of difference. And they wouldn't let me bring it up higher than that. And I'm not sure why. That just seems a little odd. But anyhow, it is what it is. I think I will try, what's the other one? Bonfire. I think I'll try them. I think I'll try to do the shirts there and see, and then get one and see the difference. Let's see. I have so many shirts from different channels, so I might as well wear it and promote. Well, that's kind of why we did T-shirt Tuesday. We were getting shirts from other channels, and then another YouTube channel had said, hey, why don't you do T-shirt Tuesday? And they do T-shirt Tuesdays on Fridays. So if you watch that channel, then you know who I'm talking about. So they were the one that brought it up to me, and I thought, well, you know, that's a really good idea. So I started doing it, but yeah, just life kind of happens. So so it's a hit and miss right now. But I do have a small collection of shirts now that I need to do T-shirt Tuesday shout outs with. But yeah, I wear them all the time. And I say, you know what, if somebody gives you or sends you their channel shirt, you know, if you're not all about promoting it on your channel or anything, hey, you just got a free work shirt. I mean, how can you beat that? And I think I've sent a couple of our shirts to some people and said, here's your free work shirt. Oh, let's see. What kind of problems was you having with your silhouette? I just couldn't get see how there's all the different colors and stuff in here? I just kept messing it up, Jason. I just making a mess and wasting the vinyl and stuff. And so I just finally got irritated and said, okay, I give up on this. Some things I'm just not good at. Apparently, that is one of them. Now, if it were just all one solid color, I have no problem with that. Oh, let's see. I will not be there this year. Oh, Ed. Well, it's understandable, though. You are in a huge undertaking right now, starting up a new homestead on a new piece of land, and that is completely understandable. It takes a lot of work and time to get everything set up. Let's see. Jason says, sorry to hear that, Ed. Shannon says, are you going this year, Jason? Ed says, don't be sorry, Jason. I have a cabin to work on and 10 acres of property. There you go. That's right. Jason says, I am trying. The wife even took the days off. Oh, there you go. Yay. Let's see. Free Henley Maid in the house. Hello, Niecy. I tried Bonfire and the printing was worse than Teespring. I don't like either. Oh, now see, Custom Ink does a really good job, but their shirts are so expensive. So I didn't really want to go through them, but their printing is really, really good. And Robert, that done our shirts last year for the meetup, does an excellent job. I've worn those shirts, because we kept several of them. I've worn those shirts a gazillion times and washed them, and they still look brand new. There's no peeling or anything on them, but he's not set up like Teespring to where you can just go and put the thing in, and then whoever wants to order them can order them, pay for it then, and then he makes them and ships them to them. So if he does something like that, then he would be a good one to go through, because he does a really good job at it. But now I know Jason makes Illinois Canarum. He makes shirts, and really nice ones, and I don't know if he's gonna venture into something more set up like that or not, but you could look into it with him if you are looking for shirts to be made. But yeah, that's what I had. The problem with these is that they're just down so low, and I'm not sure why they have them, the box that's their printing area, and they would not let me move it up any higher. So I'm guessing if you no, because if you just had writing, it would still only be this tall. So I don't know. I'm talking with my hands. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool, Jason. I promote shirts that I got for free. I hardly wear the ones that I pay for. Well, I paid for about half of the ones that I have for other channels, and then the other half was given to me. So I like to do them all. Let's see. Nisi saying hello to Jason. Multicolored shirts are very hard. Yes, well, that's what I found out. Although I'm not great at the silhouette yet, anyways, like you are, Jason. I'm still very, very much an amateur at it. Okay, let's see. My shirt I got from you last year to meetup still looks brand new. Yeah, see, that came from Robert over at PDA Outdoors Life. Yeah, he did a very, very good job at it, and he did it fast too, because it was literally last minute that I ordered them, and it was so last minute that he actually had to mail them all to the hotel in Pryor because they would not have had time to get here before we left for Pryor. Yeah, that's how close of a call it was with that. But yeah, I am very impressed at the quality of it, and the shirts are a good quality shirt too. And you just never know the first time that you order from somebody, what it's going to be, or if they're going to come apart or anything like that. Now, say if I make them at home, and like I did one for Nate Land Cloud Adventures, and I just did it on. Good night, Shannon. Thanks for stopping in. Love you, girl. That I just used his logo and put it on for T-shirt Tuesday with his permission. I didn't just take it. And so it was solid white, and so I figured, well, if it makes it through 50 washes, which is what the vinyl says, that it should last at least 50 washes. Now that's if you turn the shirt inside out when you wash it, which I never do. Then you're supposed to get at least 50 washes out of it. So that's 50 times wearing a shirt before it starts going bad. I guess that's pretty good. But I don't tend to have a problem with it if it starts going bad after that, because I just made it at home, so it's really not that big of a deal. Although I would really like to have one of them screen printing things, but oh my goodness, at the money, honey, that they cost. It says, I have a lot of new designs on my merch store. Ah, I'm working on it, Ed. I'm working on it. I just I'm slow at everything. I have little bits of time here and there all throughout the day to get things done, and that consists of all the normal housework stuff, all the homeschooling stuff, all the taking care of my mom's stuff, all of the homestead stuff, all of the YouTube stuff. So I'm really pressed for time. So it takes me a little bit longer to, well, not a little bit longer, it takes me a lot longer to get things done here lately, but it's okay. It all works out. I had to have my Mountain Dew. I know stuff is bad for you, but hey, I have a few little vices, so just have to deal with it. I have to have something to drink or I'll start coughing. Kim, you can move a mountain one piece. Oh, you can move a mountain one piece at a time. Yes, we're getting ready to fence a mountain one piece at a time also, Jason. Most of it's 36 acres here, but most of it is mountain. There's not a whole lot of usable space. And so we have to put things here and there. And we have changed things around a lot here because, we thought it would work here, but then not so much. So we try it somewhere else. Which, Ed, there's you a good example. You're not going to find a homesteader getting on a new piece of land that puts things in the first place, and that's where they forever stay. Oh, excuse me. Because what you think will work great there sometimes doesn't work great there. So you just have to move it around and figure it out. And we figured out where our main garden works the best at, and it's been moved a couple different times, and then we put other gardens in and this and that. But now we need to get the fencing done because of all the kudzu growing up. I mean, it's really taking over the land bad. And let me get a drink of pop. Excuse me. I waited too long to get a drink, so I dried all out. But so it goes up, and it will be very, very hard to get those 330 feet of fencing up through there, up a mountain. And so we are going with the movable fence right now, and they're just the cheap little poles. It doesn't take much to snap them, but they're only $2 a piece, and you can easily pull them up and move them around. Or it's kind of like the poles that comes with that electric fencing from like Pier 1. No, it's not Pier 1. Premier 1. That's what it is. Took my mind a minute to catch up to what I was trying to say. The 20 years I have been here, I have moved things a lot. Yeah, that happens a lot. We are actually just getting ready to move another fence that's at the front of our land because it has, it's close to the road, and it has the big ditch. I'm sitting here moving my finger. What's the word? What's the word? It goes like this. By the road, the big ditch. And so it's hard to keep that mowed down and stuff because the rider mower won't go there, and Mark's push mower messed up, and he hasn't gotten it fixed. And so, well, I ordered him the parts to fix it, but the motor sounds really, really rough in it. So I'm not so sure that fixing the piece that's broke is actually going to help it much. And so we're going to be redoing all of that and making it to where we don't have to weed eat it or mow it. That DeWitt landscape woven weed barrier cloth. That's what it is. It's amazing. And then that way we can put it right down over the posts that are there right now. We're just going to take the fence off of it and put that down over the fence post that's already there. We're just going to burn the holes in it right there and put that down, and then put the fencing back up so that the fencing is on top of the ground, and grass and weeds cannot grow up into it. Because sheesh, you go through a lot of weed eater stringing through me when you're trying to weed eat a fence line. But anyhow, it's all to make things easier and a lot less weed eating around here, because there is a lot to weed eat. But yeah, constantly moving things around and changing things. Now, our front yard where we grew potatoes and stuff, that has been graded so much, it's basically just all rock, and it barely grows any grass. Most of the stuff that grows there is just weeds. And we have seeded and seeded. This year it done better because we had put the cows out on it, and so that helped it some, but it still is not great by no means. I mean, if you were to take like a tomato plant or something out there, or a pretty flower, and stick it down in there, it'd die. It really would, because there's just not enough dirt. But we've been using the weed barrier to make raised beds with. And if you're looking for about the cheapest route to make raised beds where you actually want the soil covered, that is a good way to do it, because you get like 300 feet of that stuff for like just under $100, and you can use it and build your raised bed up with the dirt and stuff, and then just put that over it and put your holes where you want it, and then there you go, it holds the dirt in place. Bar Run Forge in the house. Howdy, Bar Run. Just a quick hi bye, can't stay. Just wanted to come give some love. God bless. Oh, thank you. Love you too. And God bless you too. Be careful on whatever you're doing. Yep, Troy in the house. Bar Run Forge. Look at me in this chair. I cannot sit still in it. I'm gonna have to do something to make it to where it don't spin. But anyhow, yeah. So anyways, we're trying to fence it off to where the animals can get to the kudzu. And so we have a cabin way at the top of the mountain. And I've never been in it. It's a big hike up that mountain. And so I'm going to have to go up there, because the last storm I heard some of the roofing smacking. So apparently it needs some nails in it. So I'm going to have to go up there. And I just found out last night that I have to go up there for other reasons also. But we want the goats all out there and everything, which is a beautiful spot. I mean, we've walked it a couple of times just in the last couple of weeks. And because the kudzu is not growing yet, then you can actually see the land and everything. And it's a beautiful piece of land there. It's just when the kudzu starts growing, you're out of luck. You're not getting back up there until winter time again. And so you have to go that way to get to the cabin up on the top of the mountain, which you cannot see in the summertime at all, because the trees, the canopies of the trees completely blocks it, and you can't see it from here. But in the wintertime, you can see it. So yesterday, Little wanted to go up to the pond. And so my nephew was here, and so he said, well, come on, I'll take you up there. And so they walked up to the pond, and then Little has been wanting, he's been itching real bad to go on up to the cabin. Well, he has for years, but we've never went up there. Now, I've seen the inside of it from pictures where my nephew had went up there before, and he took my camera to show me pictures of it. But anyhow, so Little talked him into, well, let's go right over here. Here's a pretty spot. Oh, well, let's go this way. Oh, there's something cool over here. Until they were right at the steep part of going up the mountain to get to the cabin. And so then when they got that close, then he's like, let's go up to the cabin. Let's go up to the cabin. So my nephew said, okay, let's go. So he took him up to the cabin. And apparently someone has been up there and busted out one of the windows. And the door was unlocked and opened some. And so now I'm going to have to go up there and do that too. Now, I don't have a four-wheeler or anything, so it's not like I can haul a bunch of stuff up there to fix it. So You know, I just have to take whatever can fit in a backpack and hope that it don't cause me to tumble down the mountain backwards. But it will be neat to go up there. And actually, I had planned on doing that today, but then everything got all messed up and couldn't get up there. But I was going to take the camera and show you all our little cabin up there and all that jazz. But you know, sometimes plans just don't work out. But I'll get up there eventually. Let's see, what am I missing on my chats here? I love my string-filled mower. It's basically a weed eater on wheels with a 22-inch cut. Oh, well, the problem with kudzu is it wraps around everything. I mean, that stuff is massively strong, and you can make rope and stuff out of it. You can do a lot of stuff with it, but it's very hard to cut. And unless it's real young, and the stuff grows a foot a day. So unless you catch the real young part, then a weed eater or a mower isn't going to work. It'll just tangle right under the mowers, and it just tangles right up on the weed eaters. It's vicious, vicious stuff. But yeah, even when wintertime comes and it dies off, you still. It started growing in over at the side of the house where we have the little swimming pool raised beds, and it started growing into there. And so I was out there not long ago. I think I did a video about it. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't post the video. I don't remember. But even with it dead for this time of year, I tried to do it with the weed eater, and every few minutes I was having to stop and untwist the weed eater because it was all jammed up in it. It's horrible, horrible stuff. Let's see. Crazy Ed's Homestead. I'll also have one of Gypsy, my puppy dog, on a t-shirt here soon. Yeah, I heard you say that the other day. I was watching your video where you said that Gypsy would have one too. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Okay, seen that. Jason says, sorry someone damaged the cabin. Hope you get a video of it. I'm curious to see what it looks like. It was a man cave. That's what it was, Jason. The people that lived here before we got it, they had raised their family here and stuff. They had been here for quite some time. And him and his buddies liked to go up on the mountain and hang out together. And so it was a little man cave. It has a fireplace in it and has a porch and all that in it. But I don't know what all damage is done to it right now. They just told me that the window was busted out and that the door was unlocked and wasn't closed all the way, which last year we heard some people up there, and I yelled at them to get off of our land, and they did leave. So I'm guessing it was them that did it, because even though it's on the mountain, the sounds carry really well, and you can usually tell if someone's up there. I'm going to run. Y'all have a great night. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Oh, yes. Smash the thumbs up button, please. And Jason, it was nice having you in here. You come back anytime now, you hear? But, yeah. And hopefully you do get to go to the meetup. Hopefully we get to see you again. It was big fun last year. Big, big fun. And let's see. What are we doing on time here? I'm trying to keep it under control tonight. Mark is in there with Little. They're watching a little TV. And the only bathroom that's working in the house right now is this one in here. Because Little, I don't know why, but he knocked a Dixie cup into the toilet and decided to just flush it, and now the toilet needs to be taken out and unclogged. And so, and the thing is, it's not one of those paper Dixie cups, it's one of the plastic ones. And it's like, oh man, you know. But anyhow, yes, so that toilet is messed up right now. So I don't want to take up too much time in here, because if anybody has to go, we don't want you hearing them having to pee. Oh, goodness. Let's see. I'm going to try to put the link in here in case y'all want to come up and chit chat. Hopefully I don't mess this up. Let's see. Whoops. Okay, copy that. All right. Let me hit this little more button. Let's see, it says post a comment. I go back and forth on which ones I use on here. And so then my brain says, what are you doing? You don't do this on the other one. Okay. All right. Let's see if it shows up here on this screen. I can't hardly read the chats on the phone. They go away. And so I usually put the iPad down here to where I can read the comments. Plus the writing is a little bit bigger, although sometimes I still have an issue trying to see it. Okay, so if anybody wants to come up and chit chat, tell us about your channel. Tell us what you, yep, sorry, I had to fix my bra strap. It was falling on me. Or you know, want to chit chat, say how your day's been going, what kind of projects you've been doing, anything like that, then come on up. Just make sure that your camera is on, and that way I can let you up on the panel here. Y'all been to Mo Bang for Your Bucks channel? He had a nice little review on his channel a few days ago. Extra power in case of an emergency. Go check his channel out and see if it's something that you may need or may want in these uncertain times, or if you're going to be traveling or anything like that. Heck, even to have at the house. Mo Bang, I was thinking that, you know, even with that one, that it would still run some other stuff to leave your bigger system for bigger items or things that you're going to run, you know, all night. And since it seems so compact, that it would still be worth carrying with you to do other things. I don't know, though, you know. I don't know how you have yours totally all set up when you're traveling and stuff. So, you know, space may be really tight in there at that point. So I wonder if you could make some kind of little like overhead carriage thing to stick stuff in. Like, how about those cargo nets that you put, usually the back of vans or something have them. Some cars have them. I think my car had one and I took it out because I kept getting stuff stuck in it all the time. But maybe if you put one of them up, then you'd have some overhead storage. Possibly. I don't know. Don't know if it would work or not, although I don't see why it wouldn't. Ooh. So we have some, not a lot, but a few fabulous friends in here tonight. I know it does that, you know, when you are not doing live streams very often or posting videos as much as you did, which, you know, I was posting videos quite often. And then life happened and then I couldn't post videos, and I still struggle to get a video posted. And live streams, things are going okay right now, so I am trying to take full advantage of that and get back into getting the live streams on. But when that happens, then you don't get a lot of people coming in and hanging out, and that's okay, because we'll still have fun even if there was just one fabulous friend in here. But yeah, so not a whole lot of chit-chatting going on right now. And y'all know I can't stand to just be up here by myself. It really bothers me, because I'm not really that kind of a, look at me kind of person. It's like, somebody else come up here so that it moves me back, and I'm not, my ugly mug not right there all over the screen. And it's not as bad on like the iPad or something, because half the page is the view, and then the other half is the chats and stuff. But if you click on it on the TV, then it's like, whew, right there you are. So other than that, there's not a whole lot going on today, except that our goat had a baby, which means the other goats should be having babies here real soon. We should be finished having babies by the, let's see, by the end of April. Yeah, I think so. By the end of April, our last goat should have the last babies of the season for our goats. Free Handling Mate says, that's Miss Niecy. I'm trying to multitask. I have little man on Friday nights now. Hubby's schedule totally changed when he became the milkman. Understandable. I run around here all day long multitasking. Completely get it. Completely get it. And shift changes and stuff. Oh, goodness. Mark adjusted to his shift change just fine. I never have. I still struggle with it. And today I was just so tired that I did not get up when the alarm went off. I said, forget this. I'm tired. I'm going to get this extra sleep I need. But so a lot of things that would normally get done during the day did not get done today. And I was rushing. I was rushing to stop and get pizza and to get to Tractor Supply and back, which we normally give our goats their yearly CD&T shot in January. And I did not give all of the goats their shots. I just gave certain goats their shots, and then certain goats I didn't. And so I said, okay, well, and there was a reason for it, because some of the younger ones, they were born from July to August, actually, some of them at May, and then all the way to the very first part of August. And so they had just got their shots. So I didn't want to give them shots right at January again. So when January came around, I only gave a certain amount of them their shots. And so it's all written down, so I don't forget who I gave shots to and who I didn't. But anyways, I needed to go to Tractor Supply to get those posts, but I also needed to pick up some CD&T for the goats. So I went ahead and got that. And hopefully the little boy goats will be getting a new home soon. We will have to just wait and see on that. And just go from there. See, Ed was supposed to get them, but then life happened for Ed, and it tends to do that. And so then he didn't have the setup and stuff to come get them, or a way to come and get them. So which is no big deal, because we have babies every spring, and we almost always have little boy goats, so no big deal. He can just pick from this year's if he's ready to get set up for goats and stuff then. So no big deal. Got you covered, Ed, either way. But yeah, so I had to get that too. So I've got it in the refrigerator tonight. So I'm gonna have to go out and give them their shots tomorrow and get that taken care of and check their hooves to see if they need their hooves trimmed yet or not. But other than that, that's pretty much all that's been going on. Oh yeah, so the goat that had a baby was Moon. She's the one that has the big moon spot on her back. And so she's not the friendliest of our goats. But she's not mean. She just don't really like you to catch her and stuff, you know. She does fairly good walking on a leash once you actually do catch her. But anyhow, she was up with all of the other mama goats up there, and so you know the barn is all the way down where the little boys are right now, and so all the girls are up at the hilltop garden in that goat fence. And so the shelter there that we have is a cattle panel shelter with tarps over it. And so that little baby goat, he is so tiny. He was trying to walk and stuff, and he kept getting in between the cattle panel and the tarp on the outside. And I said, this is not going to work. So what we did is we had a chicken tractor that we were working on. Actually, it was supposed to be a rabbit tractor, and the only difference is a chicken tractor. You don't have to put wire on the bottom of it, but a rabbit tractor you should, because they can just dig right out where a chicken won't dig out of it. And so I told Mark, I said, I need your help out here. I said, that little baby goat keeps getting in between the cattle panel wire and the tarp. That's not going to work through the night. And I didn't want to take them all the way down to the barn right now because it's a muddy mess. And so the cows have a big mess down there. So anyways, I said, help me get this. We had not finished the rabbit tractor, so it didn't have the wire on the bottom yet. So I said, help me get this up here into the goat shelter up there. And then we'll put the baby and the mama in that. She can still jump out and in if she wants to, but then he'll be safe because it has the little 1.5 inch by 1/2 inch, what do they call that? Hardware cloth on it going around it. So there's no way that he could get out of that and get stuck in between the cattle panel and the tarp again. So he helped me carry all that up there, and actually my nephew was still here, so he helped also, and so we got it all up there and got the baby all situated. And so now he's good and safe and not going to get stuck, and I don't have to worry about him. He only has to stay in there for a few days until he gets strong enough and figures out how to get himself out of little pickles, you know. And then he'll be bouncing around running like crazy every which way. And then I can just move that out of there. But so the other girls, they only have half of the shelter to get in now instead of the whole shelter, but they'll be okay. But yeah, I was up there daydreaming on, oh, if I could build me a barn, this is how it would look. You know, I would do this or I would do that, and yeah, daydreaming. Then reality hits. But yeah, so I've been doing that, and so plans changed today, which no big deal. Our plans change all the time anyways. It's hard to make plans when you don't know what one day from another is going to bring. But yeah. So anyhow, I'm going to try to get up to the cabin maybe tomorrow, I don't know. And I'll take the camera up there and record it for y'all so you can see what the cabin looks like. And anyways, when it gets warmer, I won't be going up there anyhow, because y'all know I'm terrified of snakes, and I'm not going up there once the snakes start coming out for the season. No, sir. We do have, well, we don't have a four-wheeler or anything, so I can't just drive up there, which there is a little dirt road to get up there. It's overgrown, but it is there, and it has some ruts in it, but I don't have a four-wheeler to be able to get up there, and I don't have a side-by-side or anything to get up there. But Mark's mom has his dad's Polaris, which is four-wheel drive, and it's way up north though. So she said we could come and get it, but we don't have any way to actually haul it. We haul hay right now with just the old blazer. We just call it the farm blazer, you know, because we just hook the little trailer up to it and then we take it and we get hay. But the thing has big issues. I mean, it's fine just to drive around town, but the neighbor's horses got out and busted the mirror off of the driver's side, so it doesn't have a mirror there. The heat isn't working in it. It needs a new, what do you call it? Heater core. Yeah, it needs a new heater core. And the windshield wipers stopped working on it. They just stopped working one day, so I'm not sure. I guess there's two different pieces that it could be. I'm not sure which one. And so we just don't drive it if it's going to be raining, which the only time we ever drive it anyways is if we're going to get hay or something big that we need to put on the trailer. Well, I would not drive that thing out of state. I just wouldn't, you know. If I have to go a little bit further than normal in it, as long as I'm still within state, then I know that I could call a family member up and say, I'm stranded here, please come get me. You know, but out of state, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I would not drive it out of state. So we really don't have any way to actually go get the Polaris, but man, would it be nice. We use our John Deere tractor riding lawnmower right now with the little cart on it. And we use that to do tons of stuff around here. But the problem is that, you know, you're not going up the mountain with it. Even just the little hilltop garden there to the gate that the girl goats are in. If you have the wagon on the back of that, some days you don't get all the way up that little hill with it. And if it snows, then you might as well not even try the John Deere tractor at all because it's not going to go through the snow. So, so something like that would be a big help around here. So maybe one day we'll be able to figure out how to go up and actually get it. Which, I mean, Mark's using the rest of his vacation time that he had from last year to go down to the meetup at the end of April. And so he won't have any vacation time then until September 1st. So we wouldn't even be able to go get it then, even if we had a way to, because it's just too far away to be able to drive on the weekend and get back and then him go to work all day on Monday. So I don't know. And we've been looking, well, wishful thinking, wishful dreaming again. We've been looking online for months and months now to try to find a 4x4 pickup truck. Nothing fancy, but nothing that has 300 and something thousand miles on it that's going to nickel and dime us to death either. And I mean, the prices on used vehicles has just went through the roof. And sheesh, it's like, whoa, don't look like we're getting no truck anytime soon. And with our land, a regular truck without four-wheel drive would not work here. And we know that for a fact because our uncle, well, my uncle, he went down, he has a four-wheel drive truck now, but then he only had a two-wheel drive. And he went down in the field down by the barn and got stuck. And it hadn't rained for a few days, so it was, you know, as dry as it was going to be for a while. And he got stuck, and we had to push and everything else to get him unstuck. And so, yeah, a regular I don't know what you call it. I'm too much of a girl to know what you call it. Just, I don't know, rear wheel drive, front wheel drive truck would not work here. And that's what our Blazer is too. It's not 4-wheel drive. And so if it rains the least little bit or something, we can't take it down to drop hay off in the pasture or anything. So we have to roll it. Manpower, girl power. Woo-woo. That kills us out. But we get it done though. And that's what counts, is that it gets done. But Milkman, Nisi, is he working at a dairy or a farm, or is he delivering milk to stores? Mark used to work at a dairy. They'd have fire sales, and we would get cottage cheese and stuff like that for 10 cents a piece. And he would bring home gallons of milk, pretty cheap. It seems like it was like 89 cents a gallon or something like that. That was years ago, though. He worked at Dean Foods. And, of course, they make a lot more than just cottage cheese and milk. But even the little, like, Kool-Aid drinks and stuff you see in the stores in the gallon jug that looks just like a milk jug, it's because it's the same kind of jugs they use to put the milk in. The prices. If you bought them, you know what the prices are on them. He'd get them all day long for 27 cents a piece. Where he worked. He delivers dairy products in the semi-truck for Dairy Gold. Oh, yeah. So he delivers them. Yeah, our neighbor, when Mark worked at the dairy, our neighbor worked at the dairy too, and he was a truck driver. Mark actually worked inside the dairy, not milking cows. The farmers did that. Then they took it to the dairy, and the dairy processed it and stuff. And that's where Mark worked, and that's where he got his neck injury. One of the truck drivers are supposed to put some kind of safety dock plate in between the truck and the spot that the trucks back up into, loading dock. And they didn't put it there. And so Mark had 2 800-pound carts, bossies is what they call them. And they were full of milk. And so they were 800 pounds each, and he was pulling them into it. And one of the wheels caught the spot where that dock plate was supposed to go. And it went right over on him and pinned him to the ground by his neck. And so, yeah, hello, neck injury. Then we had to give up downhill skiing because the doctor said, if you go downhill skiing, then one simple fall and you could be paralyzed from your neck down for the rest of your life. And I said, not worth the risk. He'd been downhill skiing since he was a kid, so he hardly ever falls. But you cannot control the wild person on a mountain that they have no business being on yet, that is flying down the hill completely out of control and cannot get out of your way because they don't know how. And plow right into you. I said, yeah, not worth getting paralyzed for. Skiing is just off our plate now. And then it was I don't know, I'm not sure how many years later when I got rear-ended and messed my neck up. So we both have bad neck injuries, but 2 completely different situations that caused them. Let's see. That's not good. No. No, not at all. Yeah, just one simple little step that they do all day long, and they just got sidetracked or just forgot, or I'm not sure what happened, but they didn't put it there, and one wheel hitting it is all it took for it to tumble over on him and pin him to the ground by his neck. It took about 3 years or so before he had any feeling in his thumb. It was completely numb. But it is what it is. We still get around and get things done that has to be done. We may pay the price for it 4 days later, but yeah, we still get stuff done. Still lug stuff that we probably shouldn't be lugging, and it doesn't take much for mine. Men, they're built a little stronger, so they can handle a little more stuff. I can go out there and weed eat for 10 minutes, and I'm paying for it for 2 or 3 days later with my neck. But it's got to get done, and you know, you got to help where you can help to try to keep up with stuff. Little, he's got his own weed eater. He likes to weed eat and stuff, and he'll weed eat right down to the dirt. But the problem is his age. He does a great job for someone his age. But unless you want your stuff killed out and the grass killed out, then it's not very wise to turn him loose in areas that you're trying to grow stuff with his weed eater. Which, I mean, even Mark has done that. I've jumped on him a million times about I'll go plant something somewhere, and then here he'll come with the weed eater. Phew, gone. He even did that. We have a mulberry tree over by our blueberries, and well, he kept cutting my blueberries down too with either the mower or the weed eater, and I kept having to go buy more because for whatever reason I cannot propagate blueberries. I've tried and tried, and I cannot get it to work, and so I just go buy more. And I got sick and tired of having to go buy more, so I put the landscape fabric over it. Now you can clearly tell this spot you do not weed eat, you do not mow. But my mom was wanting a mulberry tree, and there is one down at the barn, but I never knew that it was one down at the barn until we got the new mulberry tree, and then all of a sudden the one at the barn started making berries, and sure enough, it's a mulberry tree. But anyhow, so I kept asking her, where do you want this mulberry tree planted? And she kept saying, I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out yet. And this and that. And I said, well, I've got to get it in the ground or it's not going to survive. And so we just temporarily put it out there by the blueberries. Now it was just this little stick. I mean, seriously, just one little stick going up, maybe a foot tall, a foot and a half tall. And it started growing just a little bit, and then here come Mark with the lawnmower and whoop, right over it. And I was like, I told you that I put that there, and you just killed it off with the lawnmower. And he says, well, I'm sorry, I forgot all about it being there. And so I thought, well, that's the end of that. Well, this thing started growing with a vengeance. I mean, it shot up more like a bush than a tree now. It's got at least 3 different trunks coming up, and it's getting quite big. And I said, wow, I expected it to be completely dead. I did not expect it to come back at all. And it really did. And so, hi, Simply Jan Homestead. Jan's in the house. And so the thing just started growing like crazy after he did that. I mean, just shot right up. It's taller than me now, and it's going to have to be cut down because it was not meant to be over there by the blueberries, and it's just going to shade them all out. Well, here's another thing too. It gets tricked every year, and I'm not sure if it's just the spot that it's in or what, but it buds out, and then it gets killed off with the frost, and then we get no mulberries from it. And so it's not going to work there anyways, but what it's going to end up doing is it's going to end up getting so big, because those things get huge, that it's going to shadow out all of the blueberries. And we really love blueberries around here. I want the blueberries. So, and I'm not that big of a fan of mulberries anyways. Of course, I've never really tried a nice ripe one either. It was a kid when I tried them and they weren't ready yet. Yeah, I did not like it. But my mom loves them, so we planted it for her. But now I'm gonna have to try to take some cuttings off of it, try to get it to root. I don't know if it'll work or not. Never tried it before, and I'm not great at propagating anything like that. So I'm going to give it a try and then just plant that in a good spot. And then do away with the one that is over by the blueberries. Blueberries. But, and this year, we never get a lot of blueberries because the birds get them all. So this year we're building an arch and putting bird netting around it so that we will finally get all the blueberries. I'm not sure why we don't go out there and check it daily, but the birds get up a lot earlier than me. So they go over there and it's like they wait. Tomorrow that blueberry will be ready and I'm going to get it before they do. And sure enough, they do. But yeah. Let's see. Yes, I have my fingers on the screen here. I'm trying to scroll. See, I'm not used to using this phone. It's what I was originally using, but then I quit using it. And watch me shake the table here, and y'all moving all around. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I kind of forget how to use it. Niecy! Jen saying Niecy! Yeah. Okay, I'm going to start coughing now. All right, so that's about it. It has been over an hour now, so I need to get off of here and get some stuff done. Are you going to shoot? Dang, yes, Jan, we are. We've got it all worked out. So if nothing goes pear-shaped by then we will be there. We've had our hotel room booked the day after he posted the video of it, and we've got someone to stay with my mom and with Landon, and so we will be coming child free this time. And somebody to take care of all the animals and stuff while we're gone. So it's all worked out as long as nothing goes wrong. Mike says hi as well. Oh, hi, Jessica. Welcome in. We're just getting ready to get off of here. Let's see. Jen saying hi to Jessica. And Mike. Hi, Mike. And let's see. Yay, see you all there. Yes, I am looking forward to it. It's been a rough 8 months and I could really use a break and to get away. And, little he just turned 7 and we have been nowhere without him in 7 years. I mean, I'm talking not even to the Cracker Barrel or Golden Corral or anything. We haven't been to a movie, nothing. We kind of see it our child, our responsibility, and we don't normally put him off on anybody. And actually, within the past 8 months, we had an emergency, and so he stayed with my aunt and uncle until Mark got off work, which wasn't long at all. It was just like an hour or so, maybe 2 hours before Mark got off work, and he swung by and picked him up. And then my sister-in-law, she came over and watched little while I took my mom to a doctor's appointment. And that's it. Other than that, he would, stay here at the house and with my mom, before stuff happened to her. And, but I mean, just like if I had to run to the store or something, that's it. And so, you know, so this is going to be different. I'll probably worry myself sick because he's never stayed with anybody like that before, and definitely never stayed the night with anybody before, except for his Nana, my mom, one time because I had to have emergency surgery. And so Mark was at the hospital with me. And so um, she came over here, which she just lives next door. And so she came over here and spent the night with him, and then the next morning Mark came home. So he's he's never stayed away from us long. And so everywhere we go, he goes if we're both going. And so it's going to be a little different, but it will be a nice getaway for just the grown-ups. If everything still works out. I mean, it's all planned, but hopefully it still just all works out. And nothing goes wrong and messes all the plans up in any kind of way. So we'll just have to wait and see. Right now everything's going good, so hopefully it stays that way. But yes, looking very, very, very forward to going, looking very forward to getting away and just de-stressing a little, and just it be just me and Mark, and then get to hang out with everybody and get to talk, because last year we had little with us, and so then Mark had to go to the room with him, and which I mean, Mark's used to going to bed early anyways because he gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning for work. So he's like Shannon, he turns into a pumpkin early, but they were, he would have liked to have stayed and talked with everybody, but when you got a little, then you got to change some stuff around. And so then if it little started acting up, then of course, you have to take him to the room too. So, yeah. So we won't have that this time. And so we'll both get to visit with everybody and chit chat and have a good time together. But anyhow, looking forward to it. Oh, Jan, see our new shirts? I tried to make them myself, and I just couldn't get it. And so I finally had to just give up and order them. This is one of the designs. There's more of them, but I don't have them all listed yet. Just a few. Oh, he'll be okay. Hopefully. I always worry because he's an only child, so he gets all of our attention, and he thinks that everyone that comes here is his playmate. And so I do worry that he might try to act up because mommy and daddy's not here to keep him under control. But we've already threatened him. You'll not have TV for 6 months. Don't even think about getting any candy. It won't be happening. But yeah. Oh, let's see. Okay, little man and I need to go to bed. He's demanding my attention. LOL. Totally understand that, Niecy. I'm getting ready to get off of here anyways. It's already been past an hour, and I need to get off of here too. North and South Homestead. I love them. We've got a couple of cups listed too, and one side says Fabulous Friends, and the other side says North and South Homestead on it. But I'm slow at getting them on there, but I'm trying. And so, yeah, Jen saying good night. Yes, good night, Miss Nisi. Thanks for being in here with us. And did you have a good night? And have Little have a good night too? But okay, y'all, I have rambled and rambled about almost nothing. So now, see, I'm going to start coughing again. Waited too long to get a drink. So I do need to get off of here. But I love you all. You are fabulous, fabulous friends. And we'll see you again next Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So anyhow, oh, Jan says, I have merch too, but still working on my store. It all looks so great. Oh, well, there you go, everybody. Swing on over. Jan, is it on Teespring or Bonfire, or where's it at, dear? So we can let people know, and it'll be on this live stream forever, even though there's not a whole lot of fabulous friends on here right now. Anyone who watches the replay, they will be able to see it in the chat or in the video. Where's the merch located at? Teespring, but it's not up yet. Okay, all right. Well, everybody keep an eye out on Teespring for Simply Jen Homestead merchandise when it gets uploaded. It will be at Teespring, teespring.com. Alrighty, y'all. Love y'all, but I gotta get out of here. See ya on the next live, and I will have videos out for ya this coming week. Love y'all. Bye.